Hello, my dear students. How are you all? I hope all of you are fine. Okay, so in the last video, I finished the first chapter of the cell biology. Okay, and now today we are going to start the third chapter of the cell biology, that is cell cycle and cell division. Biomolecule I will cover after this chapter. Okay, as this chapter is the continuation of the last chapter, therefore I am giving preference to this chapter. Okay, and after finishing this chapter, I will start the biomolecule, means the third chapter of the cell biology, so that unit will be complete. So now our next chapter is cell cycle and cell division. Clear? And this chapter is going to be very much easy for you. The reason is that we have studied this chapter in class 10th also. Okay, so that's why this chapter will be very much easy. Only some additional knowledge you will get, especially in the case of meiosis. Otherwise, mitosis almost that will be same. Okay, but we will study everything. So you can see here it is written cell cycle and cell division. This is the name of chapter. So, what is the meaning of cell? That I think all of you know. What are the different type of cell organelles that also we discussed in the last chapter? Now here we have to discuss about the cell cycle and cell division. Okay. If you remember the cell theory, the concept of cell theory that was given by Schleiden and Schwann, the correction of cell theory was done by the Robert Brown. And if you remember Rudolf Virchow. And if you see Rudolf Virchow, he said that omnis cellula e cellular. He told what? Omnis cellula e cellular. The meaning of this was that new cells are formed from the pre-existing cells. So he told that new cells are formed from the pre-existing cells. So in this chapter actually we will see how the new cells are formed from the pre-existing cell. Okay, and the process that we have to study, that what are the different steps will take place, what are the different process that will go through to form the new cells from the pre-existing cell. Okay, so now the first term that I want to discuss here is cell cycle. Actually, what happened? When the cell division takes place, cell division is a very general term, the process by which a cell divides. The process by which a cell divides is called as what? Cell division. But what is the meaning of cell cycle? When the cell division takes place, it will occur in a very sequential manner. It will occur in a very sequential manner. Okay, means it does not depend on the need of cell that the cell has thought to divide and automatically it has divided. No. Means there is a proper step, there is a proper sequence that will be followed by the cell, then only it will divide. Clear? So that all the things you have to study in the cell cycle. But before I start the cell cycle, you should have general concept of the cell division also. You should know that cell division, definition is very simple of cell division. The process by which a cell divides is called as what? Cell division. But this cell division can be of three types. First is amitosis, mitosis, and meiosis. In our syllabus, mitosis and meiosis are there. This amitosis is not there. But some basic knowledge of amitosis you should know. Clear? Just to differentiate between these three, some basic knowledge of amitosis also you should have. In our syllabus, I told you mitosis is there, meiosis is there. So whatever the cell cycle we are going to study, that we will discuss about the mitosis as well as meiosis. But a brief idea of amitosis I want to give you. This amitosis is performed by only some types of prokaryotes, some types of mainly bacteria. Some bacteria perform this process of amitosis. I told you when the cell cycle will operate, will occur in a very sequential manner. But what happened in the case of amitosis? A cell, suppose this is a cell, it has a nucleus, it will directly divide into two daughter cells. Same happens in the case of mitosis also, but here you can see it is written amitosis, means method, the result will be same. In the mitosis also, one parent cell will divide to form two daughter cells. Same is the phenomenon case of mitosis, but some difference is there. That difference is that the difference will be discussed to you, that in the case of mitosis, when the cell division take place, the formation of chromosome and spindle fiber take place. The formation of chromosome, and about chromosome I discussed in the last chapter, that is chromosomes are formed only when the cell division take place, and spindle fiber also formation take place, that take place from the centriole that I discussed in the last chapter. But what happened in the case of mitosis? Here the nucleus will directly divide into two equal halves without the formation of chromosome. Without the formation of chromosome, the nucleus will directly divide into two equal parts, and then it will be followed by the division of the cytoplasm. So this is the difference between the amitosis and the mitosis. So A means absent. What is absent? The formation of chromosome and formation of spindle fiber is absent in the case of amitosis, and that same takes place in the case of mitosis. Then meiosis also will study in detail. So this is the three type of cell division. But in our syllabus, mitosis is there and meiosis is there. Okay. Now we'll see cell cycle. So just now I told you that when the cell division takes place, it occurs in a very sequential manner, especially in the case of mitosis and meiosis. I am not considering amitosis because it is very much limited to some organisms. Mainly I am discussing the mitosis and meiosis, and that is the part of our syllabus also. So what is the meaning of cell cycle? You see, this is a cell and it will divide to form two daughter cells. This is the parent cell and these two are daughter cells. These two are daughter cells. So what happened? In the case of amitosis, I told you this will happen directly without any preparation. But in the case of mitosis, especially in the case of mitosis, this division of the cell, means from the parent cell to daughter cell, will occur in a very proper, or we can say in a very sequential manner, and that sequence of event, the sequence of event which take place in the formation of two daughter cell from one parent cell is called as what? Cell cycle. So cell cycle is basically what? The sequence of events. The sequence of events that take place in formation of two daughter cells from one parent cell. So the sequence of events that take in the formation of two daughter cells from one parent cell, it is called as what? Cell cycle. Okay. So that cell cycle you have to study. One more term you should know, that is called as generation time. What is the meaning of generation time? Actually, this generation time is nothing but the duration of the cell cycle. So the duration of cell cycle is called as what? Generation time. You should know. In the exam it is asked what is the meaning of the, or define generation time. So generation time is the time of the cell division. Means we can say when a parent cell will divide to form two daughter cells, then whatever the time that will be taken by this parent cell, it is called as what? Generation time. And generation time is a variable, means it is a variable value. It is not a fixed value. For example, in the case of bacteria, the generation time may be 20 minutes. Especially in the case of bacteria, the generation time is how much? 20 minutes. But what about the eukaryotic cell? It is a variable property. It may last from 18 hours to 24 hours. For example, if you take the human cheek cell as an example, it will divide after every 24 hours. It will divide after every 24 hours. Means we can say for the human cheek cell, the generation time is how much? 24 hours. Okay. So now we will see what are the steps that will be followed during the cell cycle. So cell cycle will be complete in the 3 steps. Interphase, M phase, and cytokinesis. Interphase. This is also called as resting phase. Resting phase, or it is also called as preparatory phase. Interphase, resting phase, or preparatory phase. Then this M phase. Actually, this M phase is nothing but it is karyokinesis. What is the meaning of karyokinesis? Karyokinesis means the division of nucleus. Karyo, this word has came from karyon. Kinesis means splitting off. Means the splitting off of the nucleus. That is called what? Karyokinesis. So this M phase, or we can say, is also called as mitotic phase. So this is the phase, means we can say this M phase is the phase when the division of nucleus take place. So this is the phase when the division of nucleus will take place. That's what is called as M phase. Okay, or mitotic phase. So what happened? Whenever the cell division take place, you know that both the components will be divided. The component of nucleus as well as the component of cytoplasm, both will divide. But whose division will take place first? Division of cytoplasm or division of nucleus? Obviously, you can see in the case of cell cycle, interphase or resting phase, or you can say preparatory phase, here no division activity will take place. So as division activity does not take place, this is called as resting phase. Clear? Then division activity will take place in these 2 phases, M phase and the cytokinesis. M phase is nothing but the karyokinesis, so the division of nucleus will take place in the M phase. Then it is followed by the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm. So division of cytoplasm is called as what? Cytokinesis. However, actually this is the content of the main. This is the main content of the chapter that we have to study. That M phase will be different in the case of mitosis as well as meiosis. Okay, so this will be variable. Otherwise, interphase is common to all the types of cells. Okay. Now, that example I gave of the generation time of human cell, that 24 hour. In that 24 hour, if you see that generation time of 24 hour, maximum time spent by the cell is in the interphase itself. It is estimated that 90% duration of cell cycle, 90% of duration of cell cycle is exhibited by the interphase. Means maximum time the cell is in which phase? Interphase or resting phase, or we can say preparatory phase. And that example I gave of human cell, human cheek cell, I told 24 hour the generation time. So in that 24 hour, around 23 hour the cell remains in the interphase itself. Only for 1 hour division activity will take place. Means we can say this M phase and the cytokinesis will last only for 1 hour. Otherwise, the cell will remain in the interphase for the maximum time duration. Clear? So that you should know. Now there is further division of this interphase, N phase. Cytokinesis is very simple, that I will discuss. But there is further division of this interphase as well as M phase. That also see. So this is the diagram, or we can say representative symbol or diagram of the cell cycle. So according to cell cycle, maximum time spent in the interface. That's why you can see in this diagram maximum duration I have shown for the interface. That interface is further divided into three phases: G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. Remember, whenever anybody asks you what are the events or what are the phases of the interface, you should tell the same sequence. Don't say G1 phase, G2 phase, S phase. No, because I told you cell cycle will occur in a very sequential manner. So in the same sequence you have to tell. So this is the sequence: G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. Then M phase, it is further divided into four subphases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. In the same sequence you have to remember, a trick is there, P-match. With this trick you have to remember, okay, P-match: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Actually this is the phase when the division of nucleus will take place, means we can say this is the phase of the karyokinesis. Then it is followed by the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm will take place. So you can see two cells are formed. Then these two cells individually undergo again what? Interphase. And after interphase again they will go M phase. So like this what will happen? The cell division will be continued. I think all of you know that we start our life from a single cell, and that single cell is zygote. But what happened in the zygote, cleavage take place, means we can say cell division take place. So from that single cell zygote we develop a multicellular body, means in which millions of cells are there, and that all the credit goes to the cell division. Okay, so this is how from the one cell two cells are formed, from the two cells four cells are formed, means it will increase exponential in we can say in an exponential way by the process of the cell division. So this is the complete events of the cell cycle. Now about this G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis we have to study in detail, and that I will start from the next class. Okay, thank you.